It's a very strange time at the moment, isn't it? With the coronavirus and everything happening around us, and as we as Christians try to make sense of all of this, I wonder where we've been turning and what we've been thinking. I was reading in the Psalms recently, and it was quite clear to me from Psalm 93 that there's one or two things that we need to do, that we need to really take on board about what God is doing in this situation, and how we as God's people ought really to be responding. So let's just read Psalm 93 together, shall we? Psalm 93 says this: "The Lord reigns. He's robed in majesty. The Lord is robed in majesty and armed with strength. Indeed, the world is established, firm and secure. Your throne was established long ago. You are from all eternity. The seas have lifted up, Lord. The seas have lifted up their voice. The seas have lifted up their pounding waves. Mightier than the thunder of the great waters, mightier than the breakers of the sea. The Lord on high is mighty. Your statutes, Lord, stand firm. Holiness adorns your house for endless days." Well, that's a great psalm, isn't it? But how's it going to relate to our situation, the one that we're in at the moment? Well, I want to suggest that the first thing that we can do with this is to understand what the psalmist means when he talks about the sea rising up. The sea is always a picture in Scripture of chaos. It's the place that the enemies of God come from when you think of Daniel and you think of Revelation. It is, of course, the storm that Jesus calms when he's with the disciples, and that brings to their mind just how different he is from everybody else. So the sea around is the chaos. The sea is everything which is threatening the people of God. And in a sense, that's exactly what's happening to us at the moment. We can feel as though we're being threatened. We can feel as though everything is against us. But the psalmist starts with a very, very important thing. He starts by reminding us that the Lord reigns, that he is actually robed in majesty, that his throne was established long ago, that he is from all eternity. Our God is secure. He is the one that we can rely upon. He's faithful. He's dependable, trustworthy. The seas around may be churning, if you like. We may be surrounded by chaos and a sense that these things don't make sense. But the psalm reminds us that actually God is on the throne. God is in control. And the psalmist ends by saying, "Your statutes, Lord, stand firm. Holiness adorns your house for endless days." As the temple of the Spirit of God, you and I are God's house. We are adorned with holiness. We will stand for all time, not because of who we are, but because of who our God is, and because our God, the Lord, reigns and is robed in majesty.